Right, well, welcome to this live stream. It's a bit of a first for me doing it with the camera, but I thought it'd be a nice opportunity with my new setup to actually speak to you about the pack. So we're going to be demonstrating this evening the new Ivatt 2MT tank pack, which is coming soon to Steam Sound Supreme. Just want to acknowledge those who've been involved. So it started with Jake Blackmore, who is the main modeller, and then we got Skyhook Games Limited involved as well, and Victory Works very kindly got involved too. So a bit of a team effort there, obviously with ourselves too, and also we've had some excellent help with Ashley Burgess doing some fantastic weathered textures, as you'll see in the screenshot in the background, and also we've had some very helpful input from other individuals too. John Astley as well has been very helpful recently, doing the preserved repaint job as well. So it's been a lot of people involved in this, and glad to say it's very nearly ready for release. So what have we got on for this evening? Well, what we're going to do is going to do a playthrough of 2 scenarios that are going to be included in the pack. I thought I'd demonstrate the one which has been quite a difficult task to create, which is the Bournemouth West pilot job. So I thought I'd run through it because it takes some good intricate timing and stopping in the right places to make the scenario work. So I thought I'd demonstrate how it all works, and hopefully I don't get it wrong. We'll see. So I thought, well, before I start, I'll just run through to see if there's any questions which needed answering that were in the comments. Obviously, just want to say hello to everybody as well. Thank you for joining us this evening. I did see someone asking about the tender version of the Ivatt 2MT. We hope to do it. It's not up to me. It depends on a few other guys being willing to do it. So it's hoped for, but I can't promise anything at the moment. Were there any other questions? I think someone asked about times when it will be released. It will go up for pre-order very shortly. Then we'll be working in the background to just finish off the manual, a little bit more testing, and we'll want to get quick drive enabled as well, ready for launch as well. So yeah, a few other little bits that need to be done, but we'll start the pre-order soon, which will give you a 10% discount on the release price. So I guess now's the time to get started. So just transition here into the actual game. So we just paused here at the beginning of the scenario. So we've got our Ivatt tank here. So the situation is this. So it's set in 1964, and this particular Ivatt was based at Bournemouth Shed in 1964, and it's just shunt released the Bournemouth Bell set at Bournemouth West, releasing the Merchant Navy that's brought it in, and we're now about to back the train back into Bournemouth West Platform 1. And then there's a bit more shunting to do, and then the Pines stock needs to be brought into the station. So there's lots of other activity going on as well, but I'll need to concentrate to get this right, so let's hope this works. So let's get started. So we're on the footplate of our station pilot loco, Ivatt 2MT. It is a busy scene here at Bournemouth West. The Bournemouth Bell is being shunted into platform 1. Carefully back up and stop hard to buffers and uncouple. So that's what we're going to do now. So just wait for the brakes to release. So I'll just pause for a second because there's an important thing to mention here. In this, there's a bit of back and forth doing here with shunting, and it's really important that you don't go past this ground signal ahead, because if you do, the scenario just won't complete, because it will block the line for another loco movement. So I just wanted to mention that because it's a really important thing, and I've got that wrong on quite a few test runs of this. So yeah, don't go past that ground signal whilst shunting around. So this van is going onto the front of the Bournemouth bell set. Make sure I didn't go past the ground signal. Right, well that's the main shunting part of the scenario complete. So it's a bit stressful. It's satisfying when you get it when you do it right. So the next part is to go and collect the Pines Express stock from the carriage sidings. So we're just going to head off and do that now. Right, I've just seen a problem. It's never done this before, but the points ahead haven't set for me. I don't know why. So I think a derailment is coming. That's annoying. It's never done that. Yeah. There we go, just as I predicted. So that means we're going to have to skip on to the next bit then. So I'm just going to pause for a moment while I load up the Swanage Railway and do the next scenario. So bear with me a moment. Well, sorry about that. Never happened before. I don't know why. That's so typical. And as someone just said in the comments, that's the TS we know and love and hate in equal measure. We have to battle on though, don't we? So I suppose while we've got a pause, if anyone has any questions, I'm able to answer them directly. There were a few while I was running that. Obviously, a few were asking about the route that I was running on just now. Of course, that was the Southampton-Weymouth route. It's a free route downloadable on our website. So go get it if you're interested. Yeah, Festiniog sounds. One thing to say, well, obviously as demonstrated quite a few months ago before life got in the way, I'd worked on the sounds for Linda and Blanche, which I was really pleased with, but they need refining really before I'm ready to send them to Steve Pontin, the chap who is sort of made the locos and stock for the Festiniog. So yeah, that needs refining. I've tried many times to start on the double fairly sounds, but it's just really difficult to get started. I know how I want to do it to create the effect of the double fairly. I've got some recordings, not as many as I'd like, but yeah. I'd like to. I want to get it done because I love the Festiniog, and driving the double fairlies with proper sounds would be a real treat. So I'll do it for my passion as well as providing something for you guys. So price for the Ivats, it's not really been set yet, because one thing to make clear is that it's going to be separated into two. So you're going to have the main Ivatt 2MT tank pack, and then there's going to be a special add-on which will give you the Keighley-on-Worth Valley Railway special livery. That'll be a little add-on of its own. But the price for those two hasn't been set yet. Headboards, we've thought about it and discussed it, but they've got to be made by someone, and everybody's so busy. So it would be nice if we get some on there, but don't be surprised if we don't manage it. So it's another one of those hoped for, but we won't promise it. Okay, so bear with me a moment. Okay, train simulator has crashed again. There's a question about the second scenario. As you can obviously see by the image, it's going to be on the Swanage Railway, driving 41312 from the Mid-Hants. It's visiting the Swanage Railway, as it is done twice, I believe, in its preservation career. But it's sort of like a returning home for that particular loco, because it used to run at times on the Swanage branch in the steam days, so we felt it was an appropriate scenario to create. So it's sort of like the scenario itself isn't based on a specific event. We've just sort of created our own steam gala scenario where you take the demonstration goods train from. Excuse me, I'm concentrating on something else. Hold on. Yeah, you take the the goods train from Swanage to Norden and back to Harmons Cross. So that's the scenario I've created, passing different trains on the way. So now I'm just trying to load it up, so bear with me for a moment. Yep, so to answer a question in the chat there, the picture that you're seeing is the preservation version, but it's just one of many livery options that will be available from original LMS in clean and weathered, pre-war and post-war versions in clean and weathered. And there'll be British Railways, all eras of British Railways. Sorry, it froze there for a second. Yeah, so there'll be LMS livery, so basically all the liveries appropriate from when the locos were built up to now, including preservation. But yeah, the one in the picture is the X-Works preserved version that John Astley has done for us. Okay, a question from MDH Games has just asked a question about the Bosman Games bullets. I'd love to do it if I could, but I'd have to justify it. I'd have to have some really good sounds, and getting out recording at the moment just for me isn't going to work. So if there was any really good recordings supplied to me, obviously I'm sure we could come up with an arrangement to use them. So yeah, I'd love to do work on the Bosman Game bullets. I'll obviously get permission to do so. But yeah, it's all about sound sources, that's what it's all about, really. Getting good quality sounds. That's the basis for any good sound set, is getting good quality in the first place. It's just not worth it if I just use, recordings, some of my old stuff that I used on the digital traction bullets, because, well, things need to get better, so I don't want to keep using the same old things I've used in the past. Yeah, and thanks for the feedback with regard to the posts we put on Facebook. We were aware that it needed refining, but yeah, I'm glad you appreciate the improvement to the preserved livery. I agree, it does look better. Right, it's finally loaded, so let's just, yeah, let's hope this one works. There we go. I was worried it was going to be a black screen for a minute. Right, so update on the Britannia sound pack. Well, to be honest, I haven't really done anything on it. It's in the same condition it was when I demonstrated it a little while ago, but it's just a case of finding a space to release the update, to be honest. As we did with the Standard 5 sounds a few weeks ago. And to answer that question, yes, TrainSim is being a pain, as always. So let's get on with it, shall we? Let's stop my my waffling. Right. So we're going to be taking the goods from here to Norden and then back to Harmons Cross. But we just got to wait here for the next train in from Norden. Okay, so question there about the lamp and disc options. Basically, you can do them all. If you've got the southern one, of course, you can do all the positions with the top lamp and the 2 on the smoke box, and then obviously the 3 along the buffer beam. Limitation with presetting. The southern version, the script only allows for presetting the more standard lamp or disc positions, but the southern disc positions haven't been scripted in, but you can set them when you load the game, of course. And the Isle of Wight Ivats haven't been modelled, mainly because it would require, well, remodelling the cab and a different braking arrangement, and unfortunately the creators just don't have the time to do that. and you can download the Swanage Railway on our website for those who are interested. Two minutes till we depart. And the reason we didn't use the Bosman Games Light Pacific rebuilt in this scenario is because it was paired with our spam cans and we didn't think they'd work together, so better to pair the older digital traction logos. We thought they'd look better as a pairing. Right, let's get the show on the road. Massively overshot. I'm going to have to push it back up a bit. Okay, so we've got a few minutes before we have to depart. So just answer a few questions that have been put up in the chat. There's been a few comments about the whistles. Just wanted to mention that all the whistles are from Ivatt. Obviously, granted, some are from the tender variant, but the whistle is identical. Obviously, different locos, even within the same class, have variations in whistle sound. Some sound a bit watery, some are nice and clear. So that's naturally going to give you a variety of different sound samples. When I've been pulled by 41312 on the mid-hants, I never got a nice long whistle sound that I could loop to create the sound, to create a nice clear Ivatt whistle sound. So the only sample that I have that I could loop successfully was from the tender variant on the Great Central, which supplied some other sounds which were useful for this. So that's all I could do. I can't magic up a whistle sound that can loop seamlessly. So it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm happy with it, and a lot of people are. So that's that. So yeah, opportunity to ask any other questions if you have them. If you have asked about the codes for the Victory Works 4200, 5205 packs and the 7200, yeah, we're working on it. There's over 1,000 emails to send, so you're just going to have to be patient, I'm afraid. We were just starting sending them when the house that we're living in now, that we've been waiting 2 years to buy, suddenly went through. So we've been very busy with non-work things. So yeah, sorry about that if you are waiting, but you're not missing anything because the Steam version has nothing else in it that is different. The scenarios are identical, they've just been changed from standard to career scenarios, so you're not missing anything at all. So just wanted to assure you of that. We are working on it, you will get your codes eventually. Okay. And any questions? We've got just over 3 minutes before we have to depart, so if you've got any questions, now's your time to ask them, because I won't be able to talk while thrashing the Ivatt back up the bank. So that's a good question about Nine Castle. Yeah, that's just another one of those updates that it's sort of done. It's just finding a space and time to actually release the update. So it will it will appear eventually. Sorry about the delay on that. Same goes for the Britannia, as asked earlier. It's another update that's basically done. It's just finding a slot to actually release it. I presume you mean how long has the development been on the Ivatt tank? That's a good question actually, because yeah, it's got to be about a year by now, I would think, if not more. Perhaps longer, considering there was a phase before it was even made an official in development product, but yeah, many things have happened in life since we started, so I'm sure you understand why it's taken so long. Next, Victory Works, Steam Sound Supreme collaboration. Well, Victory Works haven't been producing anything for a little while. for reasons that are not my place to talk about. But yeah, it's. I hope that we'll be able to collaborate again very soon. I have got some recordings planned with the hope that we'll be doing something together, but it's all on what Victory Works are able to do. So we'll see on that. Okay, well, pretty much time to depart, I think. Okay, we're just going to back the goods up now, just as I say that. well, that's it then. That's the scenario complete, and that's the end of our stream. Frustrated about what happened with the Bournemouth West pilot, because I played that successfully the other day, so I was really hoping it would work, but oh well. I'll refine that, make sure it works when we make it public. So thank you everyone for coming along this evening. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and you want us to do more live streams like this, then give it the old thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll try and get more content uploaded to the channel and do more live streams for you, showing off things we're working on and things like that. And so thank you everyone for coming along, and we'll see you all again next time. Bye everyone.